How do you?
I hear you.
Hello.
Ends up doing it on.
I can hear you. You're set. I can't see you, but I hear you.
Okay, I think you can see me now.
Yep.
All right, hold on. Let me.
We are live on YouTube, just so you know. Jasmine, you're there, right?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm just trying to figure out the camera because I can't. It's not working on my phone.
Come on, lady.
It was just working fine.
It doesn't swipe like you know how it would swipe to see who's on. It doesn't swipe anywhere.
Did you call that parent?
Yes, and I just text you. Can you email her the link to?
Yep.
Yeah, can you email her?
Yep, I'll do it right now. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hello,
Hello.
Mr. Brown. Hello, Jasmine.
Hello, I'm here.
We got 4 people on. We need 2 more.
Okay. I'm trying to multitask here. I'm trying to pull up the agenda on my phone.
You gotta use your daughter's phone.
Oh, you're right. I'm trying to use her iPad, but it's not letting me connect. So I'm having technical difficulties here. But I screenshotted it to my phone so I can just look at the agenda. I probably won't be able to video, you know.
Okay. I can walk
Go
you
live.
through it.
Yeah, no, I'll be able to pull it up, and I just won't be able to turn on my camera.
Okay.
But you're right, I am gonna call my daughter so I can use her cell phone. Hi, everybody. Who's here? Hi, Calderon. Hi, Mr. Ortiz. Are they there?
Yeah.
I'm here. I'm here. Hello.
I'm here. I'm turning on my camera, but I'll probably be, I'm driving, so
It's okay. I'm
you
in
guys
my
will just
car
look at me.
too. I know I'm in my
Okay.
car too. So no worries. I'm in my
Yo
car.
dije, espérate, let me turn it on, but then,
No, I'm in my car because I didn't want to miss the LSC meeting, and I have one of my daughters has a game, so she's playing, and then I have the other 2 in the park, so, and I'm in the meeting. I guess there's no excuse, right? There's no excuse.
parenting.
Yep. Yes. How are you? How's everything going?
Todo está bien, working, back to work, back to the normal, trying to get, people vaccinated. We're going to start something in Humboldt Park pretty soon. I attended a call with the mayor's office, and they're going to be selecting UI, which is on Division Street, and then they're going to be doing Erie Family Health Center on the western part of Humboldt Park. So they're going to be doing a flyer. I'll make sure that if you remind me to send it to you, so that you can send it to everyone here, because anyone that lives in Humboldt Park can get vaccinated.
Oh, okay.
18 years and over, and it's going to be Pfizer, because I think that that's one of the best vaccines right now, is for people to do the Pfizer. So anyone over the age of 18, I'll share the flyer and they'll be able to get vaccinated. They just need to have something that shows that they live vis-a-vis a lease, a gas bill, a light bill, an ID, something.
Yeah, that's good. Are there any are there any other resources for parents around the Humboldt Park area?
I think that they just on Division Street, they have a Cook County just released an application process for housing, for rental assistance for those that were struggling. You have to meet the threshold, and I think that you have to show some form of evidence that you were impacted during COVID for them to consider you. So if you remind me, I'll send it to you, so you send it to everyone.
Yeah,
and then
do that.
I think that they also, there's a food program. If people need access to food, but that I don't know of anything else. In terms of services, I think we're getting ready to see them in the future. with the Biden administration's current plan. So I think they're getting ready to figure out what they're going to support and what they're not going to support.
Okay. Well, that's good information. I'll text you so that you can email me, and then we'll put it in some type of flyer.
I could at least send you the Cook County one right now, but the other one you're going to have to remind me just because they haven't sent it to me.
Okay.
Because it's supposed to start April 1st, and they only have 917 vaccines per site per week. So it's an issue of access.
Okay.
Okay.
Mr.
Thank you.
Boyd just joined the line. Hey, Mr. Boyd, nice to see you.
Hi, Mr. Boyd.
Hey, Mr. Boyd.
Hey, how y'all doing? Everything all right?
Yeah, we're doing good. We need one more person so we can get started. Miss Laharde or Miss Morehouse? I just texted them.
Five 15 is 511. If you want to start filling the overall application, overall evaluation, and thank you so much.
And don't forget, we have a safety committee meeting happening right now. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Ms. Lahardy.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Laharde.
Thank you, Ms. Lahardy.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I really appreciate the opportunity I have right now to do something better.
And thank you. Any question, you feel free to email me. As if you couldn't complete the evaluation, I'm going to be willing to help you or whatever you need. Thank you. I'm going to close the meeting because I need to join to the LSC meeting right now. Thank you.
All right, Miss Laharde is on her way in, and so is Miss Morehouse. They're coming from another meeting. Thank you, everybody, for being patient. All right, Ms. Torres, we have quorum. You can get started.
Okay, welcome everybody. Ms. Morehouse, are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh. Yep.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and start. And I do apologize that I cannot have video on. It's just that I'm using my phone to also look at the agenda. So I'll go ahead and call the meeting to order at 5:15. And I'm gonna go ahead and set the meeting norms. If there's anyone in public participation, please raise your hand or send in a text message. You do have 3 minutes to speak. Please be aware that maybe all your questions might not be answered during this meeting. And then we'll go ahead and proceed. I'll go ahead and do the roll call. I'm just gonna go down the list. If you're here, just please unmute yourself and press and say present. Mr. Calderon,
Here.
thank you. Ms. Lajarde, okay. Ms. Morehouse, it's here. Mr. Ortiz,
Here.
thank you. Mr. Boyd,
Here.
Ms. Marilyn Flores, he doesn't seem to be here.
Flores just joined. She's on now.
Ms. Flores is on.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm so sorry. I'm late. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. Thank you for joining. And then Mr. Perez is here.
Okay.
And myself, Ms. Flores, is here. We'll move forward to approval of agenda. If you guys can just take a minute and look through the agenda.
Is Miss Laharde here or no?
She is not.
Ms. Hart is not here yet, no.
Okay, I vote to approve the agenda.
I'll second that motion.
Okay, so Ms. Morehouse, motion to approve the agenda. Mr. Perez, second that motion. All in favor? Aye.
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 Okay, so motion does pass. We'll go ahead and move forward to approval of previous meeting minutes, aprobación de los minutos anterior. So as you all know, these meetings are recorded, so you are able to also rewatch them live on YouTube. Ms. Morehouse also emailed those minutes out. So I will go ahead and motion to approve the minutes for last month. Do I hear a second?
Second that motion.
Second.
Okay, Mr. Perez seconds that motion. Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
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 Thank you. Okay, so motion does pass. We'll move forward to LSD chair report. I do not have a report, so I'll go ahead and move forward. PPLC, is there a report?
There is, but I need a minute because Miss Laharde is still trying to get in. I was going to forward her the email there first.
I just texted her a link. If you can let her know she can use her phone.
Okay.
It may be easier that way. I think every time I text somebody, it's easier for them just to click on the link and then it turns on.
Okay, and then I just need to pull up the notes from the last meeting. So can we come back to me or?
Sure.
Okay, just so that I don't keep you waiting.
I think that's okay, right, Miss Torres? I'm sorry, I made that decision without asking you.
I'm sorry, what was it? Can you repeat
Ms.
that?
Morehouse wants to know if we can move on and come back to her.
Oh yeah, absolutely. We'll go ahead and move forward. Give me 1 second. All right, so then we'll just move forward and then we'll go back to the PPLC report. We'll go to Sustainable Community School.
Okay.
Is there a report for that?
Yes, there is, and Ms. Laharde is on as well. I mean, okay. So just reports for SES. So we have we have just come to the end of phase 2 for our community schools after school programming. We're moving into phase 3 after we get back from when we get back from spring break. We have a parent program or a family program happening on April 3rd, which is the painting program for families. Any family who is interested in doing the painting program, all you have to do is call the school or register online and we will get you the kits to your house. We had the painting program about a month ago and we had about 38 participants, which was really nice and really awesome. Between students and parents who were able to paint and actually came home with a painting that they did. So they were actually really excited and really happy about that. We are also in the middle. So let me go into our hiring. So we are still in the middle of hiring for the SES coordinator. We have nailed it down to our top 7 candidates. We are now going to nail it down to the top 3. Those top 3 will be offered an in-person interview where they'll be able to tour the school and then also take a look at what the SES job is all about. Then we'll choose our final candidate and then hire them on as an SES coordinator. So by our next meeting, we hope to have an SES coordinator on staff. And that is all happening through our lead partner agency, the Puerto Rican Cultural Center. We hired, for SES, we also hired our restorative justice coach. She starts tomorrow. So she will be working with our students and working with our staff on our restorative practices to discipline and continuing that focus that we had with Ms. Schliemann. We also have an SES coordinator assistant by the name of Juan Soto, who is moving into an SES coordinator assistant position that is full-time. Those are really all of the updates for the SES coordinating, unless anybody has questions.
Yes, I just have a question that our program, is that only happening on Saturdays?
Yes, right now that program is for families that happens on Saturday. We also have an art program that happens throughout the week after school, which is similar to the one that we're doing on Saturdays. But the one on Saturdays is really for family bonding and families to do an activity together at home.
Okay. Is there maybe a possibility that can be done, like maybe let's just say like any other day of the week, you know, just for parents that unfortunately have to work?
So the vote that we got was to do it on Saturdays for parents because they work throughout the week. So that's why we chose Saturday.
Okay.
But I mean, there's always stuff that we can do with this same artist at any time. I mean, and I'm just going to kind of push it back to you. The PAC can also do something too. This would be it, just to kind of think that through, because I didn't realize that we were going to have such a really big interest, and we did. We had a lot of students and parents who really liked the program. So if the PAC wants to do something similar to it and we can do it on another day for those other parents, we can totally do that.
Okay. Sounds good.
So as we move into phase 3, I just wanted to say, for those of you who may not know, we are moving into quarter 4 on April 16th, which means that we'll have more students in the building. The district has approved us to do in-person programming after school, as long as we limit the groups to no more than 15 and that we're social distant. just the same way that we do our classes during the day. So we may begin to have some in-person activities like open gym and or chess here at the school or Lego robotics. The kids have been really asking for those programs, so we want to make sure that we're able to offer those programs. And then the programs that we're sticking with is our most popular program, which is cooking. The cooking program, all of our students have really asked for that, so we're going to do a re-registration for that, so that we're giving chances to other students to go ahead and try it out. We also have jewelry making for parents that's happening on Saturdays for any parent who is interested in learning how to make jewelry from scratch. And then the other one that is really popular is the martial arts that we also have for students, and martial arts is happening as well. And then any other programs that you may think of, you can send your requests to scesyates@cps.edu.
Okay, that sounds good.
scesyates@cps.edu. Yeah, I said that right. Okay, yes. And that's the end of the report for SES.
I'm sorry, and those after-school programs are starting the week of the 19th, did you say?
The ones for phase 3, yes, they'll be starting that week.
And that's in person.
Some are in person, some can be in person. It depends on how many kids register. So the limit right now is 15 students. And so we're going to be able to offer more programming. So if we do an open gym, it'll be, for example, like open gym on Tuesdays, 15 students, and then maybe an open gym on Thursday for a different group of students.
Okay.
All right. Any other questions for SES? All right, you can go ahead and move on, Ms. Torres.
Okay, so then we'll go ahead and move forward to Parent Advisory Committee, which that will be the PAC. So today was going to be our meeting at 3 p.m., I believe. Due to that, it just didn't happen. So we went ahead and rescheduled that for April 7th at 3 p.m. as well. If there's any parents that are watching here, there is about $2,000 roughly that we do need to spend by the end of the year. If you guys have any ideas of how you guys would like that money spent, what we can do, please share those with Perez, and then he can reach out to me. Or if you guys want to reach out to me directly, Perez does have my information. You guys can email me or call me. Whichever best works for you guys, but we do have about roughly $2,000 or a little more to spend. So our next meeting will be April the 7th at 3 p.m. And then that completes that for the Parent Advisory Committee. And then, yes.
Can maybe the Parent Advisory Committee meet on report card pickup day, April 21st? Because, the school's going to be open and people are going to be in the building that day. Because, right, don't we need to recruit some parents?
That's a good idea.
What week is that?
That's April 21st. It's a Wednesday as well. It's report card pickup.
So we are going to do the April 7th is going to cover for the one for today. We can redo another one that same day. That actually does work. And that day, I think we can have things for parents, because again, there's a lot of money that needs to be spent. I don't know what to spend it on. So if anybody has any ideas, we can do two. So we'll do the 7th and we'll do the 21st at the school. That would actually work.
I just want to say that an idea that I know that other PACs are doing at other schools. So our teachers and our staff are working super hard at home and in the building and and everywhere, and so teacher appreciation is coming up as well, the second week of May. So the PAC,
I did think about that one already.
Okay, so the PAC can really take a look at some of the things that like we could do for teachers. I know that the PAC is also one of the only organizations that can buy food. So if you're, if we can maybe buy them lunch or something, that would be an option, or even a token of appreciation from the parents to the teachers. That would be also really nice. And so there are some ideas. I have some ideas that we could totally look into if the PAC is interested in that. And I'm also talking to you, Mr. Boyd, because I know you're the vice president. So.
Oh yes, Mr. Boyd. Yeah, actually, that would be really good. I mean, I've been looking on Pinterest to see if there's any ideas that I found little small kits to make for teachers and parents. I just have to get the input of other parents. Food, it's something. I mean, and then talking about in person, we can do. Are we able to do our April 7th in person meeting at the school?
For the PAC, yes, as long as we are socially distant and we're not congregating for more than 15 people, yes, we can actually do a combination, and we can bring a screen, and we can totally do a combination of people who want to be at home and people who want to come in person.
Because what I'm thinking is, if we can do it at the school, maybe are we able to get food for the parents that week?
Yes, we are.
So if we do that April the 7th at 3 p.m. or 3 p.m., we can get like a snack, lunch, I don't know, kind of thing, some or appetizer. And then you said maximum is 15 people?
Yes.
So are we able to do that for PAC then on April the 7th? We'll do it at the school, and then we'll also film it live?
We could. That would be an idea, yeah. Let's plan that.
Okay. So we'll plan. We can plan it before the end of the week, because I know it's spring break next week, and then we go back and so we can plan that.
Yeah. So if you and Mr. Boyd can get together and plan that, I work during spring break, so just let me know.
Oh, perfect. I do too. All right. Perfect. Sounds good. Okay.
Yes. I'm just thinking about a big push toward getting parents to join the PAC. So maybe if there's, some little snack or temptation on the 21st, that'll lure them, into joining the PAC and participating, in things that are happening in our school, because that's what we really need.
Yeah. So my idea right now is since Perez said that we can do it in school, a maximum of 15 people. I will have some type of food there. And then maybe for the parents that show up, I was thinking about like maybe doing like a little gift bag or something. I know that there was a parent before that had mentioned like with like hand sanitizer, a mask, or something like that. So little safety kits for them to carry with them. So I thought about that. I know we only have about a week, but it's doable.
Yeah, let's try that out.
Yeah, so I will do that. I'll have like I don't know when you want to meet for us, whichever day works for you. We'll just get like small things to like a little kit with like hand sanitizer, mask, or something like that. We'll do that, and then we'll do the in-person on the 7th at 3 p.m. at school.
Okay.
Mr. Boyd, are you good with that? Mr. Boyd?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm good.
You're good with that? Okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
All right, sounds good. Does anybody else have any other questions or anything that they would like to add? Any ideas? No? Okay.
For
So
the parent advisory committee, or for the?
No, this is for the parent advisory committee for the PAC.
For the 21st. So for the 7th ideas or the 21st ideas?
This is the first for the 7th.
Okay. And so far you're thinking about some sort of food and a goodie bag.
Yes.
Yeah, so we're trying to get, according to what Ms. Torres said, we're going to try to get members that way, and then we'll also do something on the 21st as well.
Yes. The 21st, it will be definitely just when I do the meeting on the 7th, I'll just get ideas from parents who attend, and then we'll do something on the 21st for the report card pickup. I just want the parents' input, because this is about the parents of what they want to see, what they would like to do. So I just want their input. So we'll talk about it during the April 7th meeting.
Perfect. Sounds great.
Okay. All right. So then we'll move forward to your report if you're ready, Ms. Morehouse, the professional.
I'm just gonna
personal-
pass on that. I'm just gonna pass. No
Okay.
reports.
All right, that's fine. Then we'll move forward to your principal's report for us.
Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and summarize the report. I sent it out to the members. Those of you, hopefully you were able to see it. Just kind of moving forward, thinking about what we're doing for professional development. So for the month of March, we concluded our micro teaching professional development where teachers were recording their lessons and having other teachers watch their lessons and provide feedback, which has been really eye-opening for some of us because we've actually have been getting some really great strategies from each other in order to improve what we're doing, remotely and simultaneously, which is something that we all kind of jumped into brand new. And, I have to give it up for my teachers here and our teaching staff. We're doing a really great job. We really are. I know it's been tough, but with the technology that we have in our building, we've been doing a really great job. So I really have to give it up for them for doing that. Also, kind of moving into finances, there has been a huge request. And so that's why that was at the top. I don't know if you saw that, but there was a huge request for us to get the building rekeyed, which was the East building. That's costing $17,000 to do that. And I have not gone ahead with doing that. That's why I wanted to kind of discuss that here, what you all thought. The teachers' keys don't match the keys that match the closets. The closet keys don't match the keys that match the doors. And then our doors are very old. They're from 1967. So some of the keys don't even work in the doorknobs that are there. We got one quote for $17,000 to do the entire building, which is all 3 floors, which essentially is every classroom, every closet. And there are 3 closets in each classroom. And then every office room and every other room that has a key in the East building. That is a huge cost. Now we do have the money in the budget for it right now, especially with we only have 4 months left of school, but it is not something that we are in dire need of, right? And so that's kind of the question to the group here is what would you advise me to do?
What else can we use that money for?
Anything? Right now it's earmarked for equipment, right? And so there was equipment that we had put on the budget to purchase for the gym, which we haven't used. There was also equipment to continue purchasing computers, if you remember, but because we got the city computers that they sent us, then we have that money there and that we haven't really touched it.
Well, I think that that's something that needs to be done that hasn't been done. The school is old. I would say replace them if we have the money for it.
How much money do we exactly have?
In total,
yeah,
to spend?
Yeah.
$22,000.
So there would be money left over to buy equipment?
There would be, just not as much as we anticipated, correct.
How much equipment do we need? Like what else? Like
so I don't know if we need any more computers because we got a lot now with the stuff that Mayor Lightfoot sent us and then the stuff that we had already. We have a lot of computers. The only thing I worry about is getting the computers back from students in June and them being broken or a little, broken and just kind of damaged. And I only say that because some students have returned to school already and they're bringing their devices and they are damaged, cracked. They have food remnants on them. So we're going to have to kind of think about what we want to do with ensuring that we're going to have replacements as well. The district said they're going to replace them, but I can't say yes or no because I haven't seen that protocol yet.
Is there an exact number?
Go ahead.
Is there an exact number of how many rooms need a key type of thing? Because I know I'm one of those people, but I'm just wondering all in all in that whole East building, is it every single classroom that needs a key or type of, because
So
like
that's
you said, it isn't overly crucial.
That's a great question. So we went, the gentleman came and did he did a field test, and he said that our knobs are so old that we would probably need to rekey them all, because if he rekeys a few rooms, then the keys would be different, and we need to have one master key for each, for that area, right? And so that's why they recommended doing them all, because the other factor is if we do some and then next year the other ones break, then we're going to be back to square one again, right? And next year we may not have the funding to do it.
So why don't we do this? I just thought about it. So fourth quarter, students go back on the 19th, I believe.
Yes.
And then there are kids that have returned now. And since it's not something that we like need, I think it's something that should be done, because, and especially now that we have the money, because if it's not done now, it's not going to get done. I just feel like it's not going to get done. I would say that let's wait till some of those kids come back, see how many computers are damaged, and maybe by May you have it done. And then we roughly will know how much money we have, what we don't have, you know what I mean? And also maybe get a second quote from somebody else, from a different company, to see if it's cheaper.
Okay.
I would.
Yeah, go ahead.
I think that you should explore other options, Israel. If you're saying that you have $22,000, I don't know how important it is for people to be able to lock a door. Versus you buying other furniture or any other equipment that is needed. I know that you had an issue before of printing, and not having enough paper. I mean, I'd rather you meet with your team and come up with a plan so that the teachers and the people that work with you, I don't know if you want to do a survey. I mean, this would be an opportunity to engage your entire group to see what they would like to see that invested in. At least they have something. But I think that we need.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. No, go
ahead.
And
then the other thing about the computers is, I don't know if the city will give them to each of the students. I don't know why we're collecting them in June. I don't know if it's a possibility to give it to them. If it's under the discretion of the school or if it's a CPS. But it would be great to find out, because some of these kids don't have equipment to leave them with the laptop so that they have it year round.
We were told that we're more than likely going to be collecting them at the end of the year because we have to service them.
Oh, okay. Okay. But so then everyone will keep their own laptop then, right? Is that the goal?
Till the end of the year.
No, till the end of the year, yes. And then they're actually supposed to they would come and turn them in to get their report card on the last day of school.
Okay.
And
I mean, I think it would be. But
what would happen to those students that returned the Chromebook and it's damaged?
We have to fix them, and the district has said that they were going to provide a protocol on how to get that done, but we haven't received that as of yet.
And then if they are damaged, is the district going to pay for them, or is that going to come out of our school money?
So it all depends on which computers they are. So if they're the computers that were purchased by the district from Mayor Lightfoot's office, those computers are supposed to be replaced and fixed. If they are the ones that were already our property, then they're our responsibility.
Okay. And then how many of our property are out there?
All. Right now we have 20 computers in our in-house left.
So, and what is the total of them? Do you know, roughly?
300. It's like 332 plus the ones that we have here, so about 346.
So that means that a lot of them are most likely going to come back and need to be repaired.
I mean, they had told us to plan for 15%. I mean, we have some students who are really taking care of their property and they're really doing a good job with it. and just others that have broken. They're just
I actually have one in the back of my car right now.
right.
It's right here. I just looked at it. I was like, oh, it's in good condition. So I would just say, okay, so my next question was, are the school, so that main entrance door, was that fixed?
The main entrance door is fixed, and it's another part of my update I'm going to go into about what's happening with some of the doors that we have coming up.
Because I believe, I believe that I'm so sorry. I believe that the doors that need to really be fixed and functioning are the main ones. So all around the school, like that main entrance from Francisco, from Cortland,
yes.
from those doors.
Yeah, so those doors were actually just redone. We installed a fob system. If you remember from last month, I talked about that. There's a fob system now that all the employees that have a fob to get in, so there's no more codes. So we won't lose any like codes for like 2 years ago, we were having issues with students getting the codes and coming in at all times and leaving doors open and propping doors open and all of that. So that's not going to happen anymore. We were able to change those locks as well. So those are done. So all of the outside doors are done. Now it was really moving into the inside doors. And while I would love to get the entire building done, the neediest part of the building was the east building, because the main building, which is where the main office is, those keys all work. But the east building, we don't have the keys for the issue is that when you go into those classrooms, there's a key for the door, and then you go in and there's 3 closets, and then those 3 closets have 3 different keys, and then those keys have been lost. So we've had to drill into those and get those open, and it's just been a process. But you know, Mr. Calderon is right. As far as like what the need is, I really think personally the need is for the door, at least if we just do the classroom doors, because the doors have to be able to lock. Like for example, we had a lockdown drill last week and we had 7 casualties, right? So had it been a real lockdown, we would have lost 7 people because the doors were not able to be locked because the teacher didn't have the key.
Is it possible to just get a master key for that one whole room instead of having 3-4 different keys? Just instead of 3 to 4 different keys, just have one key for the main door when you go in the classroom, and then that same key is to fit the closet. I think it'll come out cheaper that way.
So that's actually what the quote is. The quote is to make the front door, that classroom door, and the closet door the same key. And that means that they have to put in new cylinders. And that's kind of where the cost is coming in, is really putting in those new cylinders and the new knobs. But I am going to take that recommendation and I'm going to get another quote to see what another company says, because we do have a few companies.
Yeah, to maybe get a couple of different quotes from maybe 2 other companies to see if we can do it cheaper. And then I would say just hold off to the end of the school year. And if there's money left, then we can use it towards that.
That sounds great.
Yeah, thank you, Israel. Yeah, it's just $17,000 for key knobs. It's
Oh, I hear you. I know. But that's why I wanted to bring it to your attention.
How long is that money there for?
We have it until June 1st, and then it's swiped from the swipe, and we'll make sure we spend it before then. So
because the kids don't have to return the Chromebooks until after June 1st.
Right, and so we
probably answer to that question.
Yeah, so you know what we may do, and I just wrote that down. We may need to do an inventory now and start calling students to see who has broken computers and start bringing them in now.
Yep.
And then we'll go that route. Then we can begin to start triaging to see what needs to be done.
And maybe survey the teachers to see what all the teachers want. You know,
yeah, I mean, I've done that already, but sure, we can do that again.
And then, you know, because like there is there's the one big printer. Like if it's hooked up to your computer and you can print in the teacher's lounge.
We have 2 big printers, but yes, the one right now is in the teacher's lounge, and the other one is working on it.
Oh, the other one is not working?
It's working. It needs to be networked, so we're working on it.
And where is that one?
Right now, it is in the case manager's office.
Okay, so the other printer that's in the teacher's lounge, that one is, I feel like it's almost on its last leg.
So we just got to get it serviced.
Okay. And then I know a lot of people had expressed interest in, you know, either more laser printers or color printers. And I know they're hard to come by and all the ink is expensive and everything like that. Although I think now they have programs where you know, join the ink club or something, you know, so it's.
So we can totally explore that. I'm okay with that. Again, we spoke to some of the teachers and I let teachers know about the funding that we had, and if they wanted to buy anything for their classrooms, that they could totally do so. I had one teacher submit a proposal and it was approved. You know, so the teacher asked for flexible seating and she got it. Again, that, you know, but we have to think about the funding again going to students, right? And so making sure that we're utilizing it for students, but you're right. So we could totally do that as well. And maybe, and I may charge you guys with this, Ms. Lajarde, Mr. Ortiz, and Ms. Morehouse. For you guys, maybe it's me, maybe it's because it's coming from me. They don't want to tell me, I don't know, but maybe we can totally charge you guys with kind of doing that needs assessment if there's anything that they want. But all they have to do is go on the marketplace and then submit it, and that's pretty much the easiest part of it. I know that there's also like things that there are books that people have also requested. We're also doing an inventory of the math curriculum books to see what we need to purchase so that we won't have to do double purchasing for that. There's also an inventory going into the reading curriculum to make sure we have that. And then what I wanted to, so that's the budget. Let me, if there are any more questions about the budget, let me know, because I just have one more thing I need to on the report.
So is that all there is $22,000?
That's all there is right now that's up in the air. We have other things that are earmarked for professional development and those things. And those are the things I went over last month, but they're all.
So the money that was designated for gym equipment has been taken away, or it's not there, or?
It's still there. Nothing has been moved. It's just
okay.
When teachers were telling me about the keys, I was kind of going through the budget to see where I could pull from, and I was pulling a little bit from everywhere just so that we could get that done.
Because I would assume that we would need some new equipment in that gym. I mean, I've seen some of the nets and some of the floor hockey sticks,
yeah.
And I know that there's never a good volleyball when you need one, and I'm sure we wouldn't hurt to get some new basketballs and footballs and soccer balls. I mean.
So I have also charged our PE teacher with that. And so I'm waiting for his order. He said he'll get it to me as soon as he can. So
he did submit it today, Mr. Perez.
Oh, perfect. Thank you. So we will go look into that. And then the next thing on my report is that we have been approved for some construction over the summer. So there will be construction happening at Yates to not to repair, but to what's the word? Not repair, but retrofit our doors to be ADA compatible. So the Francisco door, the Richmond door, and the parking lot door are going to be moved into an ADA compatible doorway in order to allow for wheelchairs to go in and out of the building for when we have voting, because we are a voting poll. And so that's something that's happening. And within that, they are also, and this kind of goes to what your comment was, Ms. Torres, was about the door being fixed and open. They're going to redo that whole opening system, and the system will be controlling all three doors from that one little like computer thing that we have. So they're going to be redoing that. And then they're also going to be redoing the 2 bathrooms that are in the cafeteria. Those bathrooms are now going to be turned into gender neutral bathrooms. So there will be single bathrooms that will be gender neutral that the district is paying for. And that's the end of my report today.
Thank you. Does anybody have any questions for Mr. Perez? No. All right, we'll go.
An elevator for the special needs children.
So I want to tell you that I asked for that when they were doing that. I said, we really need an elevator. We have the space for it. Is there any way we can get it? They went, and I'm going to, whoever that gentleman was, he went and asked his higher ups and they said it is not in our plans as of right now. But that doesn't mean that parents can't advocate for that or try to advocate for that as they're doing that construction. But I'm just, I did ask for that. That was one of the major things I asked for.
That we could bring up at that parent advisory meeting.
I was just thinking that right now. Okay, that's
well, how many students do you have that need wheelchair access? Because it would be great for the parent advisory to do a letter to CPS, but they're going to want to know how many are currently.
Yeah, so right now we have 2. We do have a student that has muscular dystrophy, and we do have a student who suffers from seizures. Who if she walks too much, she can get a seizure. So we do have 2. It's not a lot, but that doesn't mean to say that if we had an elevator, we couldn't get another program, right? And so that's essentially what it comes down to. Is if we had an elevator in the building, then we could have more students coming to our school that we could then service, right? And essentially that's what we would love to have, because we have a building that can hold up to 1,000 students.
So maybe if you can engage the parents, if they will do the anecdote, and share that, I think that you have a case to present to CPS.
Yep, that's a good idea. Thank you.
All righty. So does anybody else have any more questions for us? Unfortunately, I'm driving.
Please be safe. Please be safe. If you need us to run the meeting, we can.
No, I'm good. I know right now we are going into new business.
We are.
Yes, I know there is a parent. I don't know if she is.
She is on the line.
She is good.
Miss Nash, can you introduce yourself, Miss Nash, and tell us about yourself and why you want to be on our LSC? How many students you have here?
Hello?
There you are.
Okay. I got too many students there. Okay. I had 5, but now I got 4 there. Because Tracy graduated last year. But I love working with y'all, and y'all all work together as a team. I love about the teamwork. I love y'all. Y'all all do a good job with my kids, working with my kids. No complaints at all.
Awesome, thank you. Motion to approve Ms. Dolores Nash as our new parent representative.
I second that motion. Oh. So Mr. Perez motion to have Ms. Nash as another parent in our LSC. I second that motion. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, so motion does pass. Welcome, Ms. Nash.
I'm family. Y'all know I'm family.
Yes, welcome.
I'm so happy to join you all.
Welcome to the local school family. We have our meetings are the last Wednesdays of every month.
Well, I come anyways, even though I wasn't joined in. I always come.
All right, perfect.
And I'm also inviting you to the PAC, April 7th,
okay.
3 p.m. I'll call you. I have your number now.
Okay, I will come.
All righty, well, welcome. Let me see the agenda.
Thank you.
That's all we have for new business.
I was thinking really quickly, for April, do we want to move our LSC meeting 1 week ahead and have it during report card pickup, or no?
No, because we're already having our PAC. No, we'll leave it as is.
We've done that in the past. Okay. And then.
Ms. Torres?
Yes, ma'am.
I have a question about, the evaluation that we need to start working as a team. Do you have any date for that?
I do not. I will, Miss, what's her name? Veronica. She emailed me. We can discuss it at our next meeting. Only because it's not in the agenda for this month meeting, but it will be for the next month.
And do you think it's going to be enough time to finish? Because we have a deadline.
Yes, it will.
Okay.
Most definitely, yes.
Yes.
Oh, the other thing that was on the new business was the local school council advisory board elections. Did you guys receive that email that we need to vote, or you guys are asked to vote for local school council advisory board? Just to give you a heads up of what the local school council advisory board is, it's just like this. It's a local school council that is in charge of all local school councils. So it's made up of parents, teachers, and representatives, and their candidate statements are here in the office. And I will email them to you. Only local school council members can vote. So I'll email them to you so you can vote. If you're interested, your ballot is here at the school.
Okay, sounds good.
And then I know,
Now, I don't want to cut anybody off, but because we are in the new business, is there anything else during the new business? Because right now we have the LSCAB elections. Is that what we just spoke about? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, does anybody have any questions in reference to that? No? Okay, so we are gonna go ahead and move forward to the old business. I don't see anything in the old business that we need to discuss, right? So we'll move forward to public participation. Mr. Perez, is there anyone in public participation that would like to speak?
Yes, we have Miss Brown.
Is Ms. Brown the only parent? I'm sorry, well, the only person that needs to speak?
Yes, as of right now, it's the only person who has their hand up. All right, Ms. Brown, you can go ahead and
I'm just getting an incoming call.
Question regarding the computer that was in the staff lounge that was up to the big printer. Can you guys hear me?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear. Is it me or because I couldn't hear what she said?
you're coming in and out.
Yeah, I couldn't hear what you said, Ms. Brown.
Okay, so sorry, is the connection here at the school is not so good right now.
Yeah, we're not
So
able
my
to hear
question was,
you.
Mr. Perez, the computer that was in the staff lounge that was hooked up to the big printer, will we be able
said something about the
to get that computer back? Or what's going on with that computer staff?
So I think you asked about a computer that was in the staff lounge that was hooked up to the big printer. Will it be put back? A computer that was in the staff lounge, it did catch a virus. And Mr.
I didn't say about a printer. I asked about the computer in the staff lounge. That could work.
So the computer that was in the staff lounge was removed because it caught a virus. We can replace it with a new one. That's not a problem.
Okay. Okay, so would that computer be replaced? Because a lot of staff members that it was very useful.
Okay,
Yes.
so I'm just gonna jump in. I'm just gonna jump in real quick because I don't understand anything what she's saying at all. I don't know if I'm the only one.
Because the staff was, you know, was staff come back when we all come back.
Ms. Brown,
A
if you're
lot of
able,
staff, it was very useful there.
Ms. Brown, if you're able to maybe call
in the
back
staff
in.
lounge, the computer that was down in the staff lounge. a lot of staff was using that. It's very useful. So I just
Okay.
want
I think I heard everything, Ms. Brown. And those of you who are on the line, I think something's going on with her connection. But it's about a computer that was in the staff lounge that apparently a lot of people use. And we will go ahead and make sure that there is a computer there at the staff lounge for the staff to use. That's not a problem. There was one there, it was taken out because it caught a virus and it was not working so well, but we can get that replaced. That's not an issue.
Okay. Alrighty, thank you. Is there any other parent or someone that would like to speak during public participation? No? Okay. All right, then we'll go ahead and then move forward to announcements. Are there any announcements?
The only announcement is April 3rd, Saturday, 2 Saturdays from now, we have our parent and family painting program. So if you're interested, we can get everybody a painting kit. It's actually really fun. Or if you just want your kids to do it, that's also very fun. And we need to just make sure we have our next meeting on the calendar, and I have it as April 28th at 5 p.m. Is that correct?
Yes, that is correct. And then PAC is April 7th at 3 p.m. and it would be at the school. We'll I'll talk to Perez and then we'll send out robocalls, emails, text messages. And that is it, unless anyone else has any other announcements.
Just that I know, like the new members of the LSC were supposed to take a test and then submit a certificate. Just a reminder.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, so we.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
So the training, so if you haven't taken the training, you need to redo that training. It's online. It is a website. We need the certificates. Ms. Marilyn Flores, Ms. Nash, I will send you that information. It's easy for you to do and look at that module. Do you guys all know, do you have to redo it?
No. Once it's done, it's completed.
Okay, perfect. So only the new members. Perfect. So then Ms. Marilyn Flores and Ms. Nash, if you don't have the link, I'll make sure I get you that link and I'll send it to your emails, okay?
Yeah, all I know is that if you don't complete that, I know there is a time frame from when you're voted in or from when you're voted in or started. I know you have 3 months or so, 6 weeks or something like that to complete that. If not, you're not able to be in the meetings and vote. That's what if I recall. I mean, I'll look at the book again, but I know there is a time frame for that. If you guys like, for those that are here, Ms. Morehouse, Juan, if you guys can reprint that so that we can have them in our on file. I only have Mr. Ortiz from when he took his test or his training.
I mean, they were usually emailed. We have to look for them. Like they usually are sent via email. I just have to search for it.
Yeah, but if you, that's totally fine. That completes that. And unless anybody else has anything else.
Hi,
all right, then I will go. Huh? Okay. All right, so then I'm gonna go ahead and motion to close at 6:08.
I second.
Okay, so I motion to adjourn. Mr. Boyd second that motion. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. All right, well, thank you everybody for joining and we'll see you guys next month.
Bye, everybody.